Now, once you explore Arizona, which will take you a long time, how do you know which place to visit next?
Well, Alex caught up with a travel expert who had some suggestions.
As we head into 2016, and yes, it's just a couple weeks away, why not celebrate the new year in a new place? Travel expert Kendra Thornton joins us from Aspen with some vacation ideas. Kendra, welcome to The Blend.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, it's very nice to have you on to talk about travel. It's always good to talk about that. Now, what is something that you can tell us about a recent survey that was taken about American travel?
Well, as you mentioned, I'm here in Aspen, Colorado. It's snowing outside. I'm cozy by the fire at the Ascend Collection Hotel called the Innsbruck. And it's really exciting to talk about some of the top travel trends for the new year. Some interesting findings, one of which you might get a kick out of. People would give up chocolate in exchange for free hotel nights.
Well, you know what? So would I, actually. That would be more relaxing, I think, than a bar of chocolate.
I completely agree.
And so what is the trend in terms of unplugging? Are people sort of wanting to go on a vacation where they're not connected at all and just sort of enjoy the moment for what it is?
That's exactly it. This survey was conducted by Choice Hotels, and it found that more than a third of Americans would prefer to take a completely technology-free vacation in the new year. And that's one of the reasons why we're here in Colorado today, because this is a great destination for having an unplugged type of experience. I mean, of course, if you're here in the winter, you're skiing the slopes, you're not going to have your cell phone out then. If you're here in the summer, there's hiking, biking, river rafting. There's so much to do away from the technology.
That's great. I would love that myself. Now, we've all heard of something called leisure travel, and this next word that I'm going to say I'd never heard of before actually is bleisure with a B. So what is bleisure travel?
Yes, bleisure travel is the idea of tacking on a few leisure travel days to a business trip. And this is a growing trend. About a third of those surveyed said they do plan on taking a bleisure trip in 2016. And if you think about it, it's a really economical way to travel because work's already paying for your flight. So you just need to cover your additional night's hotel stay, or if you're going somewhere where you have a friend, then ideally you have a completely free vacation.
I love that. And so there was in the survey, there was a question about if people prefer to take paid time off or if they prefer actual cash bonuses. What did the survey show about people's opinions when it comes to that?
You know, this surprised me a bit, I have to say. 65% of those surveyed said they would rather get the extra bonus than the additional paid vacation time. And I completely disagree with the majority, but I'm biased. I work in travel. I'd like to think maybe they're taking that extra chunk of money and applying it toward the trips that they've already had planned and really doing those up extra special.
Right. I think it's definitely smart to take the time off of work so that you can come back and feel refreshed. I mean, otherwise, how are you going to be productive? But Kendra, is there any other advice that you want to give us before I let you go?
You know, people can go to choicehotels.com. That's going to give them the full survey results and also a great place to go just to get some inspiration or plan any travel they may want to do in the new year.
Definitely. Now, Kendra, you know, when it comes to traveling in the holidays, what should people really keep in mind so that, you know, everything goes smoothly and as planned?
The best thing you can do is pack your patience because, you know, it's the busiest travel time of the year. And, you know, remember, it's the holidays. Things will go wrong. There's going to be a lot of crowds. The best thing you can do is just smile and shrug it off and just know that ultimately you will get to your destination.
That's really good advice, and that's good for everybody, the people you're traveling with and also the people who work at the airports and the, you know, the taxi stands and everywhere else you go. So, Kendra, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about travel.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy holidays.
You too. Now, stay where you are. We'll be right back.